Welcome back to Lockdown to Liberty, a short series of videos that are here to help inspire you and motivate you and challenge you as you work towards creating a better future as we move from a season of lockdown into a season of liberty. And first up, we want to support you and encourage you in your physical health. So it's time to hand over to Leila for our dance fitness session.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to your physical dance section of Lockdown to Liberty. We hope you had fun the other days that you've been joining in. We're going to get straight into our fitness session today, so make sure you've got plenty of space around you, a bottle of water if you need to, and no obstacles in your way. Let's get cracking. We're going to get funky today, a bit of a hip hop style beat, and we're going to repeat this one nice and easy. We're going to start by bouncing. Good job. So with this one, it's a nice short one, but you can repeat it all the way through, over and over again. Step right, left. Can you see the groove? Really let your body just move with this one. Simple steps. Now we're going to swoop out with our arms. Drop low. Really feel the bass in that music. Swing. Lovely. We're going to do a step forward on your right, forward on your left. Forward on your right. Good. Jabbing those elbows out. In, out. Nice. Pump, pump, pump. Right. Left. Can you see the groove? Really let your body just move with this one. Simple steps. Now we're going to swoop out with our arms. Drop low. Really feel the bass in that music. Swing. Lovely. We're going to do a step forward on your right, forward on your left, forward on your right. Good, jabbing those elbows out, in, out. Nice. Pump, pump, pump. Pump, pump, pump. Good job. Out we go. Last one, and stop. Fabulous, well done guys. As you saw, we could do that one round and round, over and over. It's got a great beat for us to keep moving with, and that just means our feet know what to do the whole time. So I hope you enjoyed that one today. Why not pop that one back on and have another go? But grab yourself a drink and we'll see you back here for another dance for this session.
Hello and welcome to another session of Coaching with Julia. Before we start today, have you got your pen and paper ready? Great. Now remember, if I speed ahead, you can pause the video or of course watch it back a second time. Now remember, let's put aside any distractions. I want you to just have this moment again for yourself, to think about yourself. Ready? We're going to take 2 deep breaths. In and out. In and out. Leader Joel A. Barker said, "Vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision just passes the time. Vision with action can change the world." Over the last week, you've explored finding your own vision of your good future so that you can purposefully work towards achieving it rather than simply passing the time, reacting to whatever life throws at you. Hopefully you feel a bit clearer now about what you want for your life and are motivated whenever you reimagine that future that you've thought of. However, we can have the best vision for the most exciting future ever, but if we never take any action towards it, the vision remains just a dream. Joel Barker said that vision with action can change the world. So let's start to get an action plan in place to enable you to take action forwards in the area of your life that you've identified as wanting to work on. And let's start at the very least to make a change to your world. Who knows what else might change as you go. Now, yesterday you made a long list of possible ideas of things that you could do to move you just that one step closer towards your goal statement in that priority area of your life. You've got all the most obvious ideas there, all the things that you've tried before or thought of before. You've got all the ideas of things that your personal boardroom people could maybe help you with. You have ideas of things that you could do if you were using those extra resources that you can draw on when you need to. And also you've got ideas of things that you can do when you are operating out of your areas of strength. So I want you to take out that list of ideas now, so you've got it in front of you, and get a pen and a fresh piece of paper. Now look at your list. And firstly, I want you to identify the one action that immediately jumps out at you from the page, just because it looks right. Circle this action. Now look again and find the idea that you can see is going to have the biggest impact. And then circle this one too. So circle the idea that when you look at it, it just looks right. And also circle the idea that you think will have the biggest impact if you do it. So next, circle the idea that you think will get you closest to where you want to be in your chosen area of your life. So the idea that will get you closest to that goal. Now put ticks beside the actions on your list that you think will get there the quickest, that will get you there maybe in the easiest way, that will be the most exciting thing to do, and also that will be the most challenging. So put ticks beside things that will be the quickest, the idea that will be the easiest, the idea that would be the most exciting to do, and the one that will be the most challenging. So now this is crunch time. You've narrowed down your ideas, so now look closely at those ideas that you've either circled or ticked. Which of these options will you now commit to taking action on? If they would be quite big actions, you might just want to choose one or maybe two. If they're smaller actions, then you might want to choose more. You need to choose options that will help you move one step forward towards your goal. If you don't think the options that you've chosen will move you in the right direction, then you need to cross them out and choose different ones. So which will you now commit to? Hopefully you've identified which of your ideas you are going to take action on. So now take your fresh piece of paper and write your goal statement down at the top of this paper. And then underneath it, I want you to write action plan. So under the word action plan, you need to list the idea or the ideas that you've chosen on that piece of paper. So now we need to get these ideas or these actions really specific. So for instance, if one of the options you'd chosen was organise my home office space, well, that can have many smaller steps within it. So for instance, you could have buy filing cabinet, shred old papers, take old books to the charity shop, put new files in filing cabinet, buy a wall calendar, and so on. You get the idea. So I want you to be really specific now with these ideas. Change them into the small action steps that you will need to take in order to achieve them. And write down every tiny thing that you will need to do in order to complete those options that you've chosen. If you're looking at an action point and it already looks too big or overwhelming and you're thinking, oh, it's too much, then break it down into even smaller, more manageable steps until you're saying to yourself, yep, I will do that. And as you write out your detailed action steps, I want you to think about the following questions. Number one, what might get in the way of me completing this action? Think about that and write down what you're going to do to overcome it. So question 2 will be, who else needs to get involved with this action? So write down all the detailed action steps and ask yourself what might get in the way, how can I overcome it, and who else needs to get involved to make it happen. Successful self-help author Napoleon Hill said, "A goal is a dream with a deadline." So the most important step that you need to take now is to go back over all those little specific action steps that you've committed to and write next to them exactly when you plan to take each action. As much as possible, try to write a specific date and time. And be realistic. You might be very enthusiastic right now about getting these actions done, and you might say, I'm going to do such and such tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. But then you might have forgotten that at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning you've got to take the kids to school or maybe help them with schoolwork. And then when it comes to it, you find you can't do the action steps you've committed to, and then you might become discouraged. So be realistic. When exactly can you commit to doing each of the things in your action plan? Write those dates and times down now. And lastly, look back at your action plan and the deadlines you've given yourself and ask yourself these questions. So number one, how committed am I to carrying out these actions? How committed am I? Question two, what are going to be the benefits to me of taking these actions? So what will be the benefits? And question three, how will I be feeling once I've taken these actions? Really imagine that. How will you feel once you've taken those actions? So your challenge for today is simply to go away and start putting your action plan into practice. I hope you are now feeling really motivated and encouraged, that you have a positive way to start heading towards your good future.
If you have any questions about anything that you've seen or heard today, or you'd like to find out about more support that could be available to you, then please do get in touch. You can email and we will respond as quickly as we can and seek to see how else we might be able to help you, or if we can put you in touch with other people that might be able to offer more support that you need. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in to Lockdown to Liberty. We hope you found it helpful, and make sure that you come back tomorrow for more fitness and more thought. And we hope you have a really good day.